Hello, guys. Today I want to tell about an interesting visa that you can actually get without so much stress. That you would be able to come to UK to work in the UK, and that is the charity workers visa. Yeah, the charity workers visa is a visa that allows you to come to the UK, and this also can lead you in the long run to permanent residency. And in addition, you would be able to come with your family, your children, your dependent, if they are qualified. I mean, if they are not more than 21 years of age, for your children. So, just I'll take you through this quickly, and I'll go take you also through a blog that has done a very detailed work on the charity workers visa. Yeah, so this is a temporary visa, but you can actually get it renewed, and it can keep you for a number of years depending on the agreement during the sponsorship. Yeah, so well, for this visa, you can actually apply for this visa if you want to do unpaid voluntary work for a charity, or you meet the other eligibility requirement, which you can actually look up here. So I'll just duplicate it so that I'll show you all what those eligibility requirements are. Yes, and yeah, so just hit it up. You see, um, you must have a certificate of sponsorship, reference number. You must have enough money to support yourself in the UK, and that is to have at least 1,270 pounds available. Okay, unless you have an exemption. If your sponsor have written and said that I'm going to feed and I'm going to accommodate him, of course, in most cases this will be in your later, so that wouldn't be a problem. And again, you must be 18 years of age. So those are the three eligibility criteria. So just coming back to this, number one and key thing is that you must have a certificate of sponsorship from a licensed employer before you can apply to come to the UK to work. Okay, and the work which you do must relate to the work on your sponsor's organization. I mean, if your sponsor is a cleaner and you're going to do a work probably as an accountant, then you won't be able to get it unless they need accountant and they employ accountant. Okay, so that is the only time. And how long it takes you for you to get this visa? This visa application, you can actually apply 3 months before the day which you need to resume. So which means up to 3 months you can apply. But then if you're within the UK, for you to get the decision, you need at least 8 weeks, and if you're outside of the UK, you need at least 3 weeks. And this is just peculiar with every other certificate of sponsorship application in the UK. So within the UK, it's more takes more longer time because they would need to do a lot of verifications, including your present stay, and all that, your legal stay and all. But if you're outside of the UK, they have less verifications to do, and that takes a lesser time. And how much is visa cost? It costs £1,035 per year. So if your sponsor is applying for 2 years, it's gonna pay £2,070. If it's applying for 1 year, you're gonna pay £1,035. I'm not aware if it's 6 months, if it has to be half all this, so that I don't really know. So, but it's what it costs you, but then your sponsor will take care of this, right? Yeah, an application fee is for each person is £298. Okay, so if you're coming with your spouse, it means that you're gonna pay times two of this. Okay, and the fee is same whether you're applying from inside or outside of the UK. You have to pay the same amount for application fee, and with this you can stay at least for 12 months. Okay, and depending on the sponsorship. Okay, so if the sponsorship is more like 24 months, you're gonna stay for 24 months. You have additional 14 days after your visa expiration. Okay, so that is also allowed. So then what you can do and what you cannot do with this visa is very important. So I will just state it quickly. Okay, yeah, you can study for some courses. You will need an academic technological approval scheme certificate, and which means while you're volunteering, you can study for some courses, and you can also work for your sponsor in the job description in your certificate of sponsorship. You can also do a second job at least, which can give you some amount, okay, in the same sector at the same level as your main job for up to 20 hours per week additional job. And you can bring your partners and children. Okay, for those who would be asking this, if you listen to this video, you will not ask this question. You can come with your partners and children if they are eligible. You can check the eligibility criteria. Your children have to be at least not more than 21 years of age. Your partner, you must be legally married or in legal partnership. Okay, you cannot receive any payment for work. You cannot take for that work, which your primary work, you cannot get a payment. Okay, the additional work, you would be able to get a payment. And you can take a permanent. You cannot take a permanent job. And you cannot get public fund. Okay, yeah. So those are the things you must know. Okay, for eligibility criteria, I've already taken you through that. So I would just like to show you this eligibility criteria. I would like to show you from this blog. This is not my blog, but I see they've made a very important. They did a lot of good job here, um, and I just want to take some information from this. Well, if you want to know more about the visa sponsorship, especially for sponsor, you can read through this. If you're also an applicant, you can read through this. But one important thing I read and I want to mention when I was reading this blog is you must ensure that your sponsor, okay, has is a an approved sponsored. I must also ensure that your letter has stipulated the kind of job you're going to do. Okay, state your responsibility and state the duration. All those key details must be in that very letter. Okay, you must verify. Oh, sorry, I have to go back. You must verify that. Oh, I think I lost it. You must verify that your foreign employer possesses the expertise, credential, and professional certificates required for their position and maintain copy of their document attesting to this. Issue sponsor certificates to employees when positions qualify for it. Inform UK Visa and Immigration if any of your sponsor employees fail to abide by the term of their visa. Anyway, there are many things which pertains to the employers here, more of the employers, not the employee. But for you, the employee too, there are things you must also abide with, or abide to rather. Okay. And for you to qualify for charity visa sponsorship, okay, you should have no certain crime or money laundering or fraud or unspent criminal conviction from immigration offenses, no revoked sponsor license in the last 12 months, some appropriate system ready to observe sponsor employee and people to manage sponsorship in your business. So these are very key. Yeah, so yeah, these are the process for the sponsorship visa. So that you can go through, you can visit this blog to see that anyway if you want. Okay, and so already I've told you about the fees, right? For the sponsorship. And like I've always said, be aware that certificate of sponsorship is not a document, it's just a number which shows that you have a job and a visa sponsorship. Okay, yeah, so that is very key. And of course, if you have all those documents, you can go to your home country and apply for the visa. Okay, yeah. So anyway, this is it about charity workers visa. For charity workers visa, you can actually get a job and move. So if you also want to know more about that, you can actually search out charity work or even jobs. So you can search for this. So it will show you jobs that have visa sponsorship. Okay. You can. This doesn't give something, so you can say charity jobs in UK. So then this will give you, so you can see charity jobs. So you can check out this website, okay, charityjobs.co.uk. Then you can see jobs which 185 1854 jobs, okay, which are paid job and 2,500 for three volunteer roles. So these are the ones you'll be searching. So you just go to volunteer so that you filter it. You don't really need. And about 790 recruiters have posted in this website, so you can filter it this way. So that will reduce your stress, okay? So that you can see just 2,500 and something jobs. Okay, now this return anyway, 1,854. That should be paid, I think so. We're actually looking at volunteers. So, yeah, we have to select it again. Volunteers should give us 2000 something. Yeah, 2005 43 volunteer roles. So, what is a volunteer role? So, if you search from this, you would see volunteer roles with visa sponsorship. Be aware that some of these volunteer roles will not be giving you visa sponsorship because some of them could actually be people within the town already. Okay, so unfortunately, there is no place to do this. So, you can just type sponsorship here. You can type visa sponsorship as the keyword to reduce this. I think that may give us the exact, it says 73 has got visa sponsorship. So you don't really need to start all afresh. You can refresh this. Yeah, I could see 73 has got visa sponsorship. So if you search, that will give you exactly the number which you need to check it out. But if for some reasons, I don't know, the internet is low, some other reasons, anyway, you can go back. Then you have to do it manually. But you can try this on your own time. I think this should fetch you the jobs which will give you sponsorship. Okay. Yeah. So, guys, this is how to apply for the charity jobs and to come to the UK without stress. Yeah, you may not get a lot of money, but after some time, you will be able to normalize your stay in UK and enjoy your time and your family was so great. Good opportunity like free education and all that. So, guys, I'm gonna wrap it up here, and I hope that this visa will be helpful to you. Hope to see you in my next video. Thank you.